Alright, how would you like it if you turned on your faucet and brown water started pouring out of your tap? Not only that, but it's also contaminated with lead. That is the current issue that is going on in the city of Flint. Because of this issue, residents are in dire need of clean water and are resorting to cases of bottled water and gallons of water. I'm Peter Aaron.
Richard Abbott.
I'm Jaden Hansen.
Austin Walton.
And we are going to be focusing on the Flint water crisis.
The issue in Flint started in April 2014 when they switched their water source from Detroit water to the Flint River. This is an issue because, to begin with, the Detroit water was coated with, was treated with a chemical called orthophosphate, which coated the inside of the pipes, protecting lead from getting into the water, contaminating the city water system. When we switched over to the Flint River in 2014, it started deteriorating the coating because the water is very corrosive due to the high chloride content. The main reason why it has a high chloride content is due to the use of road salt in the wintertime, because the storm sewer system in the city drains into the Flint River. Between then and about October 2015, when it was switched back to Detroit water, the water was continually deteriorating the orthophosphate layer, and once it got past that, it started deteriorating the pipes. And people started noticing that their water was turning brown, it started tasting bad, and it just became a huge issue. In October 15, however, the city of Flint, after all these problems that have been going on, switched back to the Detroit water system. However, the damage had already been done. The lead pipes were deteriorating, lead was still seeping into the pipes, and it's still an ongoing issue today.
Immediately after the city of Flint switched their water source from Detroit water to the Flint River water, the residents of Flint started complaining about the quality of their water. They were complaining about the look of it because it looked very dirty and disgusting. They were complaining about how it tasted because it tasted very odd. And they also complained about how they felt after bathing in the water because it made their skin feel very tingly, kind of like when your foot falls asleep for a while. And they were assured by the government that there was nothing wrong with the water that was coming out of their tap. They were told that the water system was just getting used to the new water source. The pipes needed some time to get used to a different kind of water, and that they were going to have no problem with using the water. They were assured that it was completely safe and they had nothing to worry about at all. I guess we're going to have to say this because, unfortunately, the government is too stupid to realize this. But if your tap water, the water that you regularly drink, looks like urine when you are extremely dehydrated, there is a serious problem. And you should never drink water that looks like that. That is disgusting, and you're probably going to do some serious harm to your body if you do that. I don't know about you, but I know that I personally would never drink water that looked that disgusting unless I was in a survival situation and I had no other choice but to do so. It's probably the only time I would ever drink my own urine as well. There is no safe amount of lead in the human body at all. Lead is a natural neurotoxin. That means that it affects your brain and it affects your nervous system as well. And it deteriorates both of those. So in turn, it also seriously affects your cognitive abilities. So all the children that have been drinking this water in Flint, when they're growing up, learning things in school, they're probably going to have a very difficult time with understanding it, learning it, and keeping it in their brain because of the contaminated water that's affecting how they think and how they learn. And that's a serious problem. The government procrastinated this issue so much that they've dug themselves into such deep a hole that this is going to be a very deep hole and a very hard one to climb back out of because of how deep it is. And unfortunately, it's going to take a while to get out of it. Think about if you were in school and you procrastinated an assignment until the last second and you were never even able to finish it at all. Chances are your teacher isn't going to be very happy with you, and they're probably not going to give you an A or a B or a C or a D. They're probably going to give you an F. Not for fantastic, for failure. The reason why is because you deserve it. You didn't work hard on your assignment, so you shouldn't get a good grade for it. The government knew something was wrong, the residents knew something was wrong, and the government did nothing to stop what was happening and fix the problem that was obviously happening at the time. And now they seriously need help to get out of the situation. The residents need help to survive now.
In our opinion, we believe that the people of Flint should protest the use of the water from the Flint River because of all the lead. With the pipes being rusted and the water being corrosive, the people of Flint should also demand new pipes and the purification of this water, because the only water that they have is the water from the Flint River, unless if they switch back to Detroit water or whatever other water source they can get to. And also, the person who was at fault, or people who were at fault for this issue, should also be brought to justice, because it was their fault in the first place why this Flint water was even being used. If they would have kept the Flint water to be exactly the same way before switching it over to the Flint River, everybody would have been just fine. But because they switched it, they don't have clean, fresh water they can drink. They have to go out and buy brand new bottles of water or cases of water every couple days, because of how much water that you really drink. You're not getting all the nutrients from the tap water that you could be getting.
Like Austin said, the solution is very simple: replace the pipes and all that stuff. But that is so long term. That is not possible at the time. You know, going through fixing all the pipes, that would cost millions of dollars that Flint does not have. So our solution is very simple. We are going to be doing a local water drive in the Lapeer area. We will be accepting money or bottled water or gallons. Austin and Traden will be going around Austin's neighborhood collecting donations, water, whatever they can get. Richard is going to be making flyers to hand around to school and local businesses, and then I am going to make a donation center at my work. And after all this is done and we have our money and our water, we are going to donate it to the charity, or Catholic Charities Center for Hope in Flint. We'll be driving everything down there and giving them the money.